Hey, Kenny with Growth Amplifiers here, asking you this question. Have you ever had a lot of ideas that you were considering on putting into action, and you looked at this big stack of ideas and you just got a little bit overwhelmed? You didn't know where to start? Well, it happens very often. A lot of times I'm connecting with people, and after they do an ideation session, they don't know where to start. There's so many different ideas, so many potential things they could be doing, and unfortunately, that sometimes has people procrastinate from getting into action, or maybe they just do the thing that they feel the most comfortable with, and it's not always the right thing. Well, in this video, I'm going to share a strategy that you could put in place. It's called the ICE method for prioritizing different ideas. It's very powerful, and you can give it a try. All right, so here we go. The first thing we want to look at is a blank screen. Just kidding. We want to focus on this method to get focus and clarity on ideas that we may be considering putting into action. You want to start off by creating a table. You could use a piece of paper or you can use a spreadsheet, whatever works best for you. And you're going to have 5 columns across. And you want to at least have probably 5 different rows, but how many rows you need is up to you. You can take this to 20 to 50. It really depends on how many ideas that you're considering prioritizing. And when you get that written out, you'll put ideas in the first column, ICE, and then total. And then you could put your ideas down in the columns below. So the first column here that we're looking at impact. And you want to be thinking about the ideas that you've put in the idea column and rank them on a score of 1 to 5, where 1 is low and 5 is high. And you're thinking about what is the impact that putting this idea into play is going to have on whatever it is that I'm looking to move forward. So if you're working on a business goal or a personal goal, what is the impact of putting this idea into action going to be? Sometimes we could jump into an idea and we're like, this is something I can get done, but maybe it's not the most meaningful thing. And so we put time and energy into something, but is it really where we need to be putting our time and attention? Will it really have an impact helping us get to where we want to go? So the first column of the ICE method is I for impact. The next thing we want to look at is confidence. So in this column, we're scoring our confidence that we believe we have the skills that we could pull this off. So, for instance, if someone was looking to start their own podcast, do they feel they have the confidence with communicating with people, with the technology? Are they ready to do that at this point, or is that something that they'd want to work towards building? If they were working on a goal to lose weight and they wanted to get into a marathon, do they have the confidence that they can do that right now, or should they focus on maybe getting into a workout routine first? Okay, and then the last column is ease. And so here we're thinking about the logistics behind the idea. What is the time involvement? What are the costs? What are the other logistics that you may need to consider? You may be confident that you can do something, but if it's going to be really hard to pull off and you don't have the logistics to pull it off right now, maybe that gets a lower score. So you're looking at the impact, the confidence, and the ease. And then once you have all those ideas together, you put them into a total, and that is where you'll get the prioritization score. Okay, you want to get a prioritization score, and this will help give you some clarity. Now, if you're watching this video in a place where you can like or subscribe or share, that would be highly appreciated because this is how I'll spread my message and serve my mission. Now, once you've given the total to the different ideas, you can see that maybe the first ideas that you were considering has a lower priority score. And maybe some of the ideas that you've considered later actually would have more impact. You'd have more confidence about it and more ease. So you could take a long list and really get clarity on which ones would probably be the best ones to move forward. Note, this doesn't mean it's always by science. Sometimes there may be something you just know you need to do, even though it doesn't have the highest priority score. Also, sometimes there may be things that have a chronological way that you need to move them forward. And so you need to take that in consideration. But when you're looking at an overwhelming list of things to do, focus on getting a shorter list by using the ICE method, and then determine which strategy or a couple strategies that you're going to put into action. Which ideas will you put into action? Because when you put focus and you really focus on getting that one thing done, that's how you're going to make the most progress. So that is the ICE method. I'd love to see if you've got a process that you use for getting your ideas prioritized. I'd love to see it in the comments or feedback of this video. Looking to help people amplify their business. They're taking the skills that they have and sharing them with the world so we all can have a bigger impact. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on um, a future session. Thank you.